Hello commanders, welcome back to the 1.4 CQC beta. We have already taken a look on the major features of this update, such as the CQC, the Close Quarter Championship, and then 3 new vessels, so it is time to go ahead and take a first look at the other features that the 1.4 will add in the Elite universe. First of all, let's take a look at the new resource extraction site, the Hazardous resource extraction site. This is going to be added to the game in order to provide players with more places to do bounty hunting, and you can see there's already action here. Let's go after this dropship. Should be easy kill.
Warning, temperature critical.
It's not very much different from the high intensity resource extraction site. It requires a setting to get good targets, but there are some differences with the high density resource extraction site. You should have noticed it already. There are no security forces around. They don't spawn in the Hazardous RES. And also a nice addition is that we are finally gonna get some Anaconda for shooting. We haven't seen Anaconda in resource extraction sites since 1.3, and they spawn in the Hazardous RES. And there is one Anaconda. Finally, after 1.3 we get to shoot at Anaconda. Let's go after this one. Let's see if we can kill it with our Federal Gunship. So far so good. It's been a while since I've been after an Anaconda in a resource extraction site. Let's get closer. Charge down, nice. It's throwing chaff, but we have fixed weapons, so no problem. It's not fighting back for some reason. Maybe it's buggy. It's still a beta after all, but let's kill it. And we can see how easily we can dance around it with the Federal Gunship. An amazing vessel.
Warning, temperature critical.
The power plant is dead, but it's not exploding, so it's out of power probably. Standing still there. We have seen this before. We have tested the changes of the power plant. It's a nice change actually. Let's kill it. And it should be dead soon. There you go, a nice bounty.
Destroyed.
A very nice place for bounty hunting, the Hazardous resource extraction site, with no security forces and a lot of high value ships and dangerous ships such as the Anaconda. But that's not all for bounty hunting. We also get a new type of navigation beacon, the Compromised Nav Beacon, and this is also a nice place for bounty hunting. In here, like with the Hazardous RES, security forces don't spawn and you can find many targets to shoot at, from vultures to Dumbo Scout and of course pythons. I haven't seen an Anaconda here yet, but there might be a possibility to spawn some. Let's search around and find some targets. Also, like with the Hazardous RES, there is plenty of action here, so it is a nice place to do some bounty hunting or even some piracy against the NPC, such as this Type 9. Like with the resource extraction sites, you can reset the nav beacon until you have some nice targets like this python over here. In general, there is plenty of action around, so get ready for this. It's a quite nice place for bounty hunting. And the 1.4 update seems to be very good for bounty hunting and for everyone that likes to play that way. Some nice paint job on this
Warning,
python.
temperature critical.
Let's kill it. There's always someone trying to kill someone in this place,
Scan
like
detected.
with the previous Hazardous RES. In general, there is nice fast action to be found, and nice
Target
bounties
destroyed.
as well. Something else that is new in the 1.4 update is a new type of missions, a new kind of missions, which require from you to go fetch some certain items, some certain commodities, and they are very well written. They always ask you to go fetch some items such as the experimental chemicals, and they always tell you that after a disaster, for example a vessel has been lost or it was destroyed, you have to go to the certain system, search around. They are usually in weak signal sources, find the experimental chemicals, they ask 3 in this mission, and bring them back. And here they are, experimental chemicals. All we have to do is get close to them
Cargo scoop
and
deployed.
collect them. Just make sure you don't go too fast or you will crash on them and destroy them. And after we have 3 of the experimental chemicals or the commodities they are asking to deliver, to salvage and deliver them back, we can return to the system we got the mission. The only problem is that they are considered stolen, so we will have to smuggle them. And as you can see from the galaxy map, sometimes the system that asks you to go fetch them, it's close, sometimes is further away. We are 32.75 light years away, so it is also something you should have in mind before accepting these missions. Another thing you should be aware of is that sometimes there are NPC appearing in the weak signal and try to attack you, so it will be nice to have some protection and some weapons. And finally, there is a new type of signal source. This is called salvageable records. Let's get in there. We can find some commodities and we can collect them and later sell them at the black market. I haven't seen a mission asking for something inside one of these new signal sources, but there might be added something later. So let's get in there and see what we can find. An occupied cryopod. It is an illegal salvage. Let's go and scoop
Cargo
it.
scoop
I
deployed.
haven't seen any other commodity in here, to be honest. Always occupied cryopod, so it might be related to a mission that will come in the future. Let's try not to destroy it. And there it is, we got it. So we can now return to a station, sell it at the black market, or maybe in the future we will have some missions to ask us and deliver it back. So these were all the new additions in the game. Of course there are a lot more tweaks and fixes with the 1.4 update, but in general it is a very nice update. It adds a lot of cool new stuff and I can't wait for it to go live. Thank you very much for joining me and watching this video. I'm SquidofLuv, fly safe commanders, and I will see you next time.
Cargo scoop
Bye bye.
retracted.